In this experiment, we were really curious to see whether pre-adult honeybees are socially sensitive. So we know adult honeybees are able to respond to colony needs using social cues. And here we wanted to see if we manipulated the pre-adult social experience, if that might have effects on behavior once those bees became adult bees. I think this project has a lot of potential impacts. So in this particular experiment, we manipulated the pre-adult social environment, and we selected environments that were showing high or low aggression levels. So basically what we found was that larvae and pupae that developed in a high aggression colony were more aggressive as adults compared to their siblings that were developing in a low aggression colony. But the other important piece of the study was that we found that these bees that showed higher aggression levels also showed increased pesticide tolerance, and we also found that high aggression colonies had fewer Varroa mites, so fewer parasitic mites. So it seems like there's a relationship between aggression and what we're calling resilience to health stressors in the honeybee. So you can imagine that having a pre-adult effect of a social environment is important for understanding colony social organization. So now you have adult bees that are responding to social cues, but maybe they're also being affected by prior social experiences. We don't know how those two levels interact. But it's also possible that studying the pre-adult life stage more will help us develop interventions that help improve honeybee health. So that might be a really critical stage where proper nutrition or proper social interactions are really critical for health and behavior. I think there are a lot of interesting possibilities. First of all, we don't know anything about how these bees are perceiving their social environment when they're in the larval or pupal stage. We know that there are a lot of differences in high versus low aggression colonies. So those colonies could differ in size or density. It could be that the bees are responding to that type of cue. There could be nutritional differences. A number of studies have recently shown that larval nutrition is really important for proper foraging and dancing behavior later in life, for example. Also, studies have shown that plant secondary compounds that are consumed in the larval stage may have effects on physiology that could be relevant for pesticide tolerance. So there are a lot of possibilities that nutrition is playing a role in mediating those effects. So I think that's one kind of area of interest. A sort of second area is, how are these effects actually getting into the organism? Are we seeing changes in brain development or brain structure as a result of social experience? Or maybe there are epigenetic mechanisms that are underlying that relationship. So that's I think those two areas are really big areas of future work, in addition to the one you asked about before, which is teasing apart these resilience and aggression relationships. I'm generally interested in understanding how experiences and social experiences affect behavior. I think all humans are interested in that, since we live in a highly complex society, and we all want to know why we're different and what are the consequences of those differences. So it's very similar to that, but with bees, who also live in a highly complex society. Those types of questions fascinate me. Really, what is it about the social interactions? How do they lead to these lasting changes in behavior? And the honeybee, especially in the context of aggression, creates a really nice opportunity to address those questions. Aggression varies at a lot of different timescales, so a short-term social experience can cause a shift in aggression, but studies have also shown that adult bees in particular respond to the level of aggression in their environment over a longer timescale. And here we've extended that work even farther to show that pre-adult social experiences affect aggression. So it really creates an opportunity to look at the mechanistic basis of that behavioral plasticity in a lot of different contexts.